it's now time for an interview with the Ever8 winners, something that we don't get all that often, so let's throw it over to Joel for some translation.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Joel with your interview, and we are here with Ever8 winners living up to their name this time around because they get a 2-0 victory against the ROX Tigers, and we are here with today's MVPs, Cepted and Kiin, for the interview. Cepted, isn't this your first interview this season? Yeah, I don't think I've even done it in spring. So now that you actually got the win, how do you feel? Yeah, I felt like, with the recent games and just dropping in form most of the time, it was really good that we got the win today. I'm sure you guys were feeling down most of the part, but the early parts of the season were looking very bright for you guys, but somehow you guys fell bottom. Yeah, I think a lot of the pressure did come my way personally because people were comparing me to Faker, and that already put a lot of pressure in my plays, and that's just something that I couldn't really overcome at that situation. So, I was trying to work it out and trying to recover back, from the downfall that we've had. Kiin, it's your first time literally in this OGN Stadium and to be with us doing this interview. You seem pretty nervous about all of this. I'm so nervous that I'm sitting down right now doing this interview. And regardless of how nervous you are, your plays were pretty amazing today. I felt like, OGN was personally more comfortable for me playing it out today, so whatever that means, we'll have to find out. But we want to actually go back to the game. And we thought that the Aurelion Soul pick was very much a surprise for us in Game 1. But did you find that your color was a little bit different regarding those kind of picks? I felt like situationally, it didn't matter what kind of champion I picked there, so Aurelion Soul came to mind, and that's kind of what I went with. Yeah, I felt like those kind of picks are pretty good against the meta picks right now, so and I think it's all dependent on the player of how well he can handle the champion, so that's really what makes a difference. And Kiin, you're very famous for these aggressive champions like the Lucian on the top lane and all the other aggressive top lanes, but do you feel like you're more comfortable with the aggressive picks? Yeah, personally, I like the aggressive picks more than the tanks, but I think I do have a better result usually with the aggressive than the tank champions that I can pick with. And we felt like you picking Jax into Shy was actually a surprise because he's been known as the master of that champion. Yeah, I just try to be comfortable, regardless of what situation I was in. I'll just try to be comfortable with the way I came into the match. And with Kiin coming into the lineup, did you guys feel any changes within the team? Yeah, I feel like, with Maorang being a young player in our team, yeah, I think him having a younger player in the team, in addition to Maorang, gave us a lot of team morale. But I think like our team house has gotten a lot brighter, but yeah, I tried to be friendly with all the teammates as soon as I came into the team house. And it feels like you guys are a lot more comfortable with each other. Yeah, I think we are. And we want to return to talking about the actual game. We want to talk about where the Aurelion Soul joined the fight in top lane, which is where the game quite literally changed for the better for Ever8 winners. Would you like to explain this situation? Yeah, I saw the fight break out, and I just thought, I had to make my way up, and I just try to walk up as fast as I can. So it was a situation where I, did what I was supposed to do, and the result-wise, it just turned out to be a good result for all of us. So as at the middle of the fight, we kind of realized that we were going to win this team fight. And another interesting thing was in game 2, they went with a very significant part of the draft, which was picking up the Sejuani and the Brown combo. But how do you like that combo facing up against that? Yeah, I feel like those two creates a really strong chain of CCs that you have to be aware of. But we just thought we need to be patient about all of this, and our moment will come in the later parts of the game. And the interesting thing about Bampick phase in game 2 was also that you guys picked up the Jarvan and kind of flexed it, and we kind of had a momentum thinking that this Jarvan actually could have been flexed into the jungle. Yeah, if the situation had gone against our way, I was actually thinking of playing Jarvan in top lane. But in the end, you did go with the Camille instead of the Jarvan into top lane and really did spectacular on that champion. Yeah, I think I was really, I had a lot of peace of mind when I got the Camille, and I think that transitioned over to a good gameplay on my part. And in the early parts of the game, you guys had a chance that you guys could have lost the game. But how do you feel about that? Yeah, Camille's kind of weak in the early game and does get beat in the early stages. But once it gets a few items and builds on those attacking points, then you can just really go aggressive with those kind of champions. And we thought this was actually the decisive moment in the game. Yeah, I knew that I was going to win out the solo fight. That 1v1, I knew I was going to win this one out. And the opposite side, we knew that the Baron was going on, but actually the Talia joined the team fight. But yeah, he actually gave us a call that I was going to handle these two while you guys hit the Baron. So we were a lot less worried hitting the Baron with him on the bot lane. And you guys had an option to go with Corki or something like that, but you went with Orianna. Yeah, I did practice Corki during scrims, and it was definitely an option for us. But with composition-wise, I felt like the CC that Orianna could provide was more beneficial for us in the end. Was it your individual choice, or was it the coaches? Yeah, it was the coaching staff telling me to pick Orianna up. And I personally feel that the most significant part of that game 2 was in the last scene. I don't know if they have a video ready for this. This is where it is. And this was actually could have gone either way. Yeah, I knew that if I did it right, I would finish the game, but it was definitely a close call where if I made one mistake, I'm sure it could have gone the other way. So it was a very risky play for my part. So did you guys feel near the end of this that you can finish off the game? I think because we're such a late game composition that we really felt a lot of confidence going our way in the late game. So finally ending this dreadful 10-game losing streak, you guys are now back on the winning form. And I'm sure you guys have a brand new mindset this time around with this result. Would you like to say anything? And we're up against the stronger teams with SKT and Longzhu on our schedule, and we want to just continue to do well and hopefully get good results from those games as well. And Keen, you have a lot of fans from the Ever8 side. You want to say anything to them? I know that our results aren't very satisfying, but we just always thank you for your support, and we will try much harder to always improve our team. And thank you very much. And that seems to be the end of the interview. Back over to you guys.